Our Luke Shrago is at the Palais de Justice courthouse in central Paris. He joins me now live from there. Luke, tell us a bit more about what's going to be happening with these closing arguments.
Well, it's been 6.5 years since the November 13th attacks in Paris, and after 9 months of trial on Thursday, it's the second day that prosecutors are making their closing arguments. 20 people have been accused, 12 of them, including surviving attacker Salah Abdeslam, are facing life imprisonment. 7 of them are facing 20 years, and 1 of them is facing 6 years. Now, 6 of these people are being judged in absentia. 5 of those are thought to have been killed in Syria. And prosecutors over these 3 days have been laying out what they believe to be each person's level of guilt before moving on to recommending sentencing for each. Now, the major aim of this trial, one of them at least, is to try and shed light on how the attacks were planned and carried out, to piece the puzzle together, as prosecutors have put it, ultimately to try and give some kind of measure of closure to the survivors, the victims and their families in a trial that has 2,500 plaintiffs. The defence next week, from Monday, will be set to make its own closing arguments.
Now, Luke, as you said in the doc, is Salah Abdeslam the only surviving member of the Islamist attackers who opened fire that night? Tell us a bit more about him.
Yes, Salah Abdeslam was one of the attackers from the night in question, the only one who survived. He was arrested in Belgium after 5 months on the run at the time. Now, initially, we've seen that he said nothing, not cooperating with the police investigation, and showing himself to be a dedicated militant of the Islamic State organization. Now, we've also seen this evolution in his behavior as the trial has moved forward. Ultimately, he broke down in tears, apologizing to the victims, saying that he was recruited just days before and that he ultimately decided not to follow through, taking off his suicide vest. Now, that's left prosecutors extremely dubious. They said that his vest malfunctioned and that he wasn't just a supporter but actively took part in the November 13th attacks. They've been demanding a rare sentencing, life without parole, which would ultimately rule out any further reduction of Abdeslam's ultimate sentence.
Luke, thank you. Luke Shrago, they're reporting for us from the Palais de Justice in central Paris.